We've all hoped for a significant change for the better after Visual Concepts took a year off to repair the damage that was WWE 2K20, and for the most part, that's what we got. This year, 2K looks to take a step further, putting WWE 2K23 in the upper echelon of sports gaming, and for the most part, it has, or it's at least getting very close. Here is our SGO review of WWE 2K23. While 2K22 basically reinvented the gameplay engine, WWE 2K23 builds upon the refinements and quality of life updates. Nothing is reinvented, and that's fine. Considering 2K22's gameplay was already good, some of the improvements to mention would be the ability to pull off some of the moves a little easier. In addition, this year you can have two paybacks. For example, your character can have both resiliency and move thief. This brings a small but meaningful change to the flow of matches. Another change is the pin meter. Now when you're pinned, a horizontal meter will move back and forth, and you have to press up on the right stick when the cursor is in the green section of the meter to get a successful kick out. But don't worry, if you're a button masher, the original system is still available. Specials and finishers are done basically the same as 2K22. I feel like the system worked well last year, and there was no reason to change it for this year's game. As I said, nothing gameplay wise will blow you away if you played last year's game, but some refinements here and there and some improvements to AI make the overall experience better. One of the most substantial parts of the game this year is the presentation. From the solid commentary to the glitz and glamour of a WWE event, the themes blare, the lighting is improved, and the sounds in and out of the ring make you feel like you're watching a live WWE televised event. 2K nailed this aspect of the game. Game modes are one of the strongest parts of this year's game. You have multiple meat and potato modes such as GM mode, My Rise, and Universe mode. This year, My Rise shines again with two separate paths in the mode, one being called Legacy and the other one being called The Lock. The former has you playing as a second generation female superstar trying to follow in the footsteps of your Hall of Fame inducted aunt. And the latter is The Lock, where you are a well-traveled superstar who's had success all over the globe. Returning for another year is the popular Showcase mode. However, this mode has a new twist on it. While it's all about WWE superstar John Cena, you'll actually play as his opponents. You play through some of Cena's biggest matches of his career. You'll play as the likes of RVD, The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Batista. There is 14 matches in total. Cena narrates as you go. I really enjoyed this mode. This year's GM mode is much deeper, yet it keeps a familiar tone from last year, and that isn't a bad thing. The goal in the end is to win the ratings war and have more fans at the end of a 25-week season. As you go, you can sign free agents or legends. This year's GM mode is a significant improvement, and it's closer to what fans have been wanting from WWE. My Faction is a card collecting game, much like Madden Ultimate Team or MLB The Show's Diamond Dynasty. These modes tend to be polarizing. You either like them or you don't. You start off with low level cards, play matches to increase levels. You can customize logos, nameplates, and wallpaper. To round out this year's offerings from 2K, the Creation Suite returns bigger and better than ever. With hundreds of new creative options for wrestlers, this mode can literally not disappoint. The only issue I can take from this is, once again, there's only 100 slots available for created wrestlers. We really wish they would add more. Before we jump over to the conclusion, we just want to talk about our new favorite match type, which is WarGames, and man, it is so fun. I won't get into the ins and outs of the rules, but we highly recommend everyone that buys WWE 2K23 to try out WarGames. All in all, WWE 2K23 is a souped up version of 2K22 with only a few new things added, from gameplay to modes and match types. Finally, an up-to-date roster with mostly up-to-date themes and attires. It's a worthy successor and a worthy upgrade. My name is Curtis with Sports Gamers Online. You can follow me on Twitter at Kelly from the Dojo, and I'll check you guys later, alright? Peace. If you guys like the content we do here on Sports Gamers Online, then hit that like button and subscribe to SGO right now. And if you want the most out of your SGO experience, then join SGO Insider.